Pre-recorded from Bethany Beach, Delaware, it's Movie Night with Will Devakis. Special guest horror host is Heather Markham, with main theme from Here Come the Mummies. Oh, yeah. Additional music provided by Adam Clifton in the Millsboro Music Symphony Orchestra. Now here he is, your host, Mr. Will Devakis. Hello there, welcome to Movie Night. I'm Will Devakis. Albie is not here. That's right, the slick-tongued Albie is on assignment tonight, a.k.a. in the midst of being fired. Boo! That's okay, nobody really cared for him anyway. Okay, I forgot, he's not here. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to Movie Night. Now, I want to talk about something really near and dear, but first, I want to do something very important, and I know it's important to you. You guys haven't seen it in a while. I want to make love to Camera 3. Just give me 1 second. I thought that was sexy. Anyway, guys, I want to talk about something else that's really important to me. So, as you guys might have noticed, the last episode was really delayed. Actually, as of recording this episode, I don't know if last episode has come out yet. And the reason why is because I use something called Adobe Premiere Pro, CC 2020. Now, I love the Adobe products. Don't get me wrong. They're great products. What they are right now are a huge thorn in my freaking ass, okay? They're not working out properly. And here's the thing. Monday night, I started getting these really bad glitches, and I started seeing people on Facebook posting and saying, like, uh-oh, Adobe's freezing. Anybody else having this problem? And meanwhile, I'm like, suckers, ain't happening to me. And what happens? It happened to me. It started freezing right when I was getting the episode done. I have about 70% of the episode done, 30% that still needs to be done, edited, that is. All the graphics and everything are made, and the whole thing just kind of shit the bed on me, and it just stuck. And like I said, I love Adobe, but after dealing with their tech support for the past week, I'm about to pull my hair out. Now, it's understandable. I know a lot of people have contacted me going, where's the episode? Where is it at? First off, I want to preface by saying it takes a lot of work to do one of these damn things. It really does. It's a lot of planning. It's a lot of writing. Tonight, I wanted to try something different and not write anything down just to see how it goes. But, you know, we have a group of writers on staff who are very good writers, you know. Sean Anderson, Matt Sigler, Mike Doyle, Louis Schwartz, Jim Andrews, all these guys. And the reason why I said Louis and Jim last is because, well, don't know what that means. Anyway, people love when I go like this. I don't know. It's a new thing. Sometimes Albie will write something really cool in it. Either way, it takes a lot of work to do this. And I put a lot of time in trying to make the best episode possible. I try to be as funny as I can. I know I'm not the funniest guy, but I want to make the best episodes for you guys possible. And a lot of that relies on the posting, you know, editing, doing the graphics. A lot of that relies on the writing. So I'm glad I have a good staff behind me. And we have a lot of people who do work on this show on occasion, while still maintaining social distancing. But anyway, I just want to say that the episode, I don't know if it's come out yet or not. I'm working on 2 episodes simultaneously. I want to thank Ben Bostaff, Caitlin Manning, Adam Clifton, and Josh Lynch for their help, as well as Louis Schwartz, Albie Robles. Sorry, Albie. Actually, I'm not sorry, Albie. You can go to hell. Sean Anderson. All these people have been very understanding and trying to help out with the problem. Unlike Adobe Tech Support, who have been complete pricks the whole time. One thing that grinds... You want to know what grinds my gears? Is when I try to sit down and have a conversation with these tech people, and then they go, well, you have to do this, which involves restarting your computer. You restart your computer, the chat goes away, because they won't call you. And trying to get them on the phone, I was on the phone maybe for 3 hours on hold, waiting for these assholes. Nothing happened. Now, Adobe, I apologize. You're not really assholes. I'm sure you have a bunch of people with the same problem. But please, fix your shit. You're still charging me monthly. I mean, with this thing not working, am I not going to be charged this month? Are you going to give me something in return? Probably not. Get your shit fixed, get your shit together, because, you know, I got work to do. Anyway, I don't mean to come off as a curmudgeon, but, you know, like I said, when you're spending hours editing something and you're close to the finish line, and then every time I open up the project file now, it just, and it's not just the Movie Night project file, it's other movies that I've worked on. I tried opening up other Premiere files, and they all just kind of won't open up. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I do appreciate the tech support people who have been sitting and been very patient with me, but in the end, I get tired of explaining the problem 5 or 6 times in a row and then sitting there for hours upon hours doing things that just don't work. And, you know, we're still working on the problem. Right now, this episode is probably being edited on Movie Maker or Final Cut X. I don't know which one I'm going to move on to, but it is what it is. So, with that being said, let's move on to your headlines.
This week's headlines are brought to you by Millsboro Music.
I don't feel like doing headlines. We have an interview tonight. We're going to jump into the interview. Heather Markham, very, very talented person. She needs no introduction from, well, I'm not going to introduce her until we get to the interview. We have some kind of ad or something, so let's just jump into that.
So I've been teaching lessons at least since 1995. It could be any age that they can actually learn how to play an instrument or their favorite song, and then they realize, oh, I can do this. We do sell beginner instrument packages and drumsticks, things that you would need to kind of keep going. Millsboro Music is located on 28482 South DuPont Boulevard, which if you know Millsboro, it's really close to the Wawa.
Welcome back. This is Movie Night. I'm Will Devakis. If you haven't been tuning into our show, shame on you. Because it is what it is. So we have a great guest here. You like that? You like the whole, like, you know, when you shrug. Everybody likes that. So we have a great guest on tonight. We have a nice, fine young lady who is an actress, a horror hostess, as well as a producer. So she's kind of a jack of all trades. Here she comes now on the TV. Give it a second. Takes a second. Ah, shit, we got to turn the TV on. We don't have a remote. All right, there we go. Heather Markham, ladies and gentlemen. Heather, how you doing?
I'm great. And some of you might also know me as Mama Creepy.
Mama Creepy. How did you get a name like that?
It's a very long story that we probably don't have time to get into, but it has been my nickname, horror hostess name, since about 2011. So it just stuck. Wow. And I love it.
So, wow, that's 2011. That's a long time.
Yeah.
So I want you to kind of tell the folks at home, what is it exactly that you do? I know you say you're a horror hostess, but where can they find you if they ever want to listen to you?
Well, right now I'm taking a little break because I'm going to be just taking my podcast, turning it into a live show. I'm still making personal appearances. I've been doing a lot on different shows, on other people's podcasts, things like that. And now, since as of today, our stay-at-home has been lifted, I will be making an appearance at different conventions also as a horror hostess. So I do a lot in charity work too. So
oh, cool.
You can find me everywhere.
Yeah, right? So I want you to, what is the Horror Scream Video Vault?
The Horror Scream Video Vault is a website. It also has a YouTube channel and a Facebook. I do movie reviews on there, and I will also be doing, every week, they have a quiz on Haunted Hill competition, and it is for charity. I will be doing it this Friday. It is the Horror Hostess Edition. And the charity that I am doing it for is for NAMI, .org, to help with mental health, because right now everybody could use a little extra help because it's been a hard time for everyone.
It definitely has. Now, has this all affected you any? Or it seems like you're doing okay, right?
Oh, I have a therapist. I talk to her every week.
That's good.
You know, it's been rough. It's been a really rough time, and I think for everybody, I just keep chugging through it and doing things, trying to stay creative has really helped me. So I'm just glad to be here, and happy Pride, everyone. It's Pride Month, so happy Pride to everybody.
That's right. Happy Pride, everybody. It is Pride Month. And I'm glad you brought that up. Because my mind is just an amalgam of shit.
Even have the Pride unicorn on.
You sent me this link. You were a part of this challenge. And I'm gonna butcher the name, so I'm gonna try to say this without messing. I'm gonna flub it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna flub it.
It is the
it is the Horror Boss Bitch Challenge.
You did it. You did it. That's great. Yeah, it's called the Horror Boss Bitch Challenge. It's inspired by Zoe Bell. Zoe Bell is a stunt woman and actress. She's amazing, and she started doing the Boss Bitch Challenge. And Sarah Geisky, who is an actress, and she's a podcaster on the Bitches of Horror podcast, decided to add the horror aspect to it. So a bunch of us got together and each did a scene, and we put together the video, and now we put it out last week, and it's online. You can find it all over the place. On all of my social media, you can find it on YouTube, you can find it everywhere. And it was a lot of fun, and acting with all those other actresses and directors.
And if you do want to see the Horror Boss Bitch Challenge, you can just link it in the description. So check it out. It is really cool.
Yeah, I'll put up all my links to my social media, and you can find it all there. I'll put that all up on there.
So speaking of social media, you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the rounds pretty much, right?
2 Facebooks. I have two Facebooks. I have my personal, my professional, you name it, and then Twitter, Instagram, Grindr.
I thought I saw you on Grindr. How do you know Tony Newton? Just out of curiosity.
Because you've
I've known Tony. Well, he works with Troma doing the grindsploitation movies, and I'm a Tromet, and have gotten I've been a part with Troma doing different promotion things, and Tony and I have gotten to know each other, and I just did a documentary with him called "Oh, the Horror." And it's not been released yet. We're still working on some distribution, and it's probably going to make its rounds through the festivals and stuff. And let's see, we had people from Fangoria in it. We had actresses, we had directors, we had producers, we had just horror fans in it. Everybody talking about these specific questions that were asked of everybody. It was a lot of fun, and it's a great documentary, and I'm really, really proud to have been part of it. So I can't wait for it to come out. It's going to be awesome.
What was your role on the documentary? What exactly did you bring to the table?
I was a actress in it. So I answer questions, and then I was an associate producer in it.
Oh wow,
So
that's
I've also been going around pouring it out, telling everybody about it.
And that's how you found me, right?
Of course. It was like, well, guess what? There's this amazing documentary I have to tell you about.
Well, it seems like a pretty cool documentary. I mean, and Tony Newton, I take it he's been in the industry for a while, right?
Yeah, he's made a ton of movies. He's great.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Tony.
I'll have to get him on the show as well to promote it when it comes out. Get you both on here, right?
Yeah.
So it's no secret that you like horror films. Obviously, you love it, you enjoy it. What is your favorite? You only can choose one now. Your favorite horror film?
I get asked this all the time, and it's so hard. But I think that Poltergeist is probably my favorite. I love Poltergeist. And in about 5 seconds, I'm going to change my mind.
That's how I am. But Poltergeist I like, and specifically what I like about Poltergeist is the main theme that was used in the first two movies. Not knocking 3. I mean, I think 3 had a good score.
3
Like
was
Joe
great
Rossetti.
too.
But I think that the iconic Carol Ann theme is really what makes Poltergeist really spooky, and Jerry Goldsmith did a wonderful job on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's me geeking out.
All the stories with it, everything about it. I love that movie. I remember seeing it when I was a kid, going to the theater and having it scare the crap out of me. So
Who is your favorite horror host? You're like a horror hostess, but I'm sure you're like me. You grew up with like a horror host of your local town. I mean, I had like, we had reruns of Chilly Billy, but we also had Joe Bob Briggs, which was kind of like my horror host, or Elvira for my generation. Who did you watch?
well, I watched a combination. I mean, here in Chicago, we have Spenguli, who is famous. I love Spenguli. He's so sweet. He's such a nice guy. And then there's the son of Spenguli, and he's just a doll. But Elvira has been like a horror hostess, like mama to me. I love Cassandra Peterson, but Joe Bob Briggs is absolutely amazing, and I totally support the show. And Darcy the Mail Girl, Diana Pierce is I love her on the show also. So I've been a huge supporter of the show. I support all my horror hostesses in the community.
It's interesting because when I was a kid, I used to watch Monster Vision with Joe Bob Briggs every
Yep.
Friday night or Saturday night, and everybody would ask me like, Will, like, you've got this weird sense of movies. You watch a lot of weird stuff, and like, it was all because of Joe Bob. Like, he kind of opened my palate for cinema. Like, I would watch them edited on Monster Vision, and then I would go out to the video store and rent whatever I watched so I could watch the gory death scenes if they cut them, if Ted Turner didn't keep them in. But I think Elvira needs something on Shudder. I mean, I think Joe Bob and Elvira, although they're the same vein, like, I think she needs a show also on Shudder, and I think it's something that you know what?
They've been trying to put something together for a little while now, and I believe there is going to be something with Elvira, and I believe it's going to be on Shudder, but that's just what I've heard. So I really hope so, because I love her.
I think everybody loves her.
I know. I mean, us big-breasted horror hostesses, we got to stick together.
I know. Sorry, Joe Bob.
Sorry, Joe Bob, but Darcy the Mail Girl, free the nipples. So
So I want to ask you this, because this is something I ask a lot of people, because there's a lot of young rising filmmakers out there who just don't know what or how to get into this field, whether they're actors, musicians, not, but if you can be a magician if you want to be a magician. But if there was one piece of advice you could give somebody out there, what would it be?
Networking.
I think that that wraps up everything here, Heather. But because my producer is telling me wrap it up, but I wanna get in will you play Senna Arena with us?
Absolutely. I love games.
Oh,
Let's do it.
right. Here we go. Here's how it works. If you get 3 questions right, you win. If you get 3 questions wrong, you lose. There's 5 questions in total. If you get the 3 first, you win. Here we go. Number 1, name 3 horror films that Jamie Lee Curtis was in.
Halloween, Prom Queen, and why am I blanking? She was in another one too. She's been in a million. Oh my god. Halloween, Prom Queen, and oh my god.
And took too long.
Oh my god. I can't.
Terror Train.
God.
We would have also taken Halloween 2 or The Fog if you wanted to name this. Number 2, what was Felissa Rose's character's name in Sleepaway Camp?
I don't remember. But I'm bombing. This is what it's like when I'm on the quiz show. I bomb, but I'm highly entertaining.
I'll give you a hint. You want a hint?
It doesn't matter. I don't remember. Sorry, Felissa. I'm so sorry, Felissa.
Angela.
I'm so sorry, Felissa.
I'm going to give you an easy one because this is kind of
I'm
Do you
Do you
like
like that? Oh, well, it's okay. We're going to take care of it. Do you like The Howling or American Werewolf? Which is better?
American Werewolf.
That's correct. We have to accept that one.
Yeah, that one's fantastic. Yeah.
Finish this quote. Okay? Why, I'm Mrs. Voorhees, an old friend of the blanks. I'm Mrs. Voorhees, an old friend of the blanks.
Oh my God, I need to go back and watch my 80s movies again. Oh God. Of the camps?
No, of the Christies. And just because for the hell of it, this is the last question we have, and might as well give it to you. What fictional town is known as the toxic capital of the world?
Tromaville.
There you go. That is correct. Although you lost, we'll say you win. That way we don't have any hurt feelings.
Oh no, don't worry. On every quiz show I've ever done, I lose, but I'm always fun to have on.
Well, speaking of quiz show, let's tell the folks at home one more time. Where can they see this quiz show that you're on?
It'll be live on YouTube. I will be posting up, if you go on to Quiz on Haunted Hill or the Horror Scream Video Vault, you'll find a link there, and it will be counting down days, hours, and minutes till it's ready. I post it up on all of my social media. You can find it on there, and yeah, and when it's up we go. It'll be at 3 p.m. Central Time in America, and I believe it's at 9 p.m. in the UK, and 4 p.m. on the East Coast, and 1 p.m. in Pacific.
All right. Well, Heather, thank you very much. I'm sure I'm sure you're going to win this quiz. My money's on you.
You better save your money, darling.
I don't have any to save. You know,
Hey, then it went
Lloyd's
to a
taking
good
it all.
place.
All right, Heather. Tromaville. Wait, we're trying to clean them streets up at Tromaville. Don't forget, Watch.troma.now. Sign up, $4.99, cheaper than Starbucks.
I think
Yeah,
first
Probably
month's
about
free.
the same price. Yeah, oh, that's right. First month is free. There's no reason why you shouldn't sign up for this. So please, make Uncle Lloydie proud. He loves you. He loves me. He loves everybody because he loves all of the Tromaville creatures out there. So check it out.
Thank you very much.
Watch.troma.now.
So much for
Heather,
having
it's
me.
been a pleasure.
It's been wonderful.
Thank you very
I've had
much.
a great time.
Well, guys, that is our episode for tonight. We had some laughs. We got to listen to Heather. It was a pretty good episode in my opinion. Sorry again about the inconvenience with Adobe. Guys, I love you all out there. It's a lot of fun doing these shows, but they're a lot of work. And I'm glad you guys understand that, I love doing what I do. And I hope one day I can do this on either cable or on network. CBS, if you're listening, Worldwide Pants, I'm aiming at you. So, guys, thanks again. I will leave you with this. This is your martini shot. Also, don't forget to check out Watch.troma.now. We got to give Uncle Lloydie a shout out again. Check him out. Cheap, good entertainment. This is your martini shot. Oh, I'm taking that painting. Watch me.